What's the plan with this engine? I need it for my new project. It's a D50 B0 engine which is used in Derby, Scilera and Aprilia mopeds with manual transmissions. I've already gained a lot of experience with this engine about 10 years ago because back then I had a Scilera SMT50 with exactly this engine. At its peak I had a Stage 6 Big Racing 88cc cylinder installed along with a Voca Big Bore 90 lower exhaust, an MVT digital direct ignition and I think Stage 6 32mm carb. This engine is similar to the AM6 engine, but it's built more robust. The gearbox also doesn't have as many problems and shifting the gears is much more smooth. Now I'm going to take the engine apart and then I'm going to explain to you what the rest of the project is. Now the engine is disassembled, we come to the cylinders. These are MXS Racing 70cc cylinders, which came from an air-cooled MINARELLI vertical engine from a scooter. According to Scooter Attack, one cylinder with a suitable exhaust and setup should be produced around 18 to 19 horsepower. My plan is now to develop an engine for a new motorized bicycle. Now the setup. As you saw, two 70cc MXS racing cylinders totaling 140cc with an reinforced 6-speed derby gearbox, not the gearbox you saw in the teardown, a different reinforced gearbox from Top Racing or Voca, and PVL 180 degrees twin cylinder ignition. A complete billet engine case, and all of this for a bicycle. This is the frame, which is sitting around for a year now, I think, in my workshop. It's a reinforced Chinese style Feldforker frame. It already has those reinforcement parts in here, like those here and on the swing arm. And I've already have the matching 24-inch rims, but more on those in a different video. Now for the engine. I started by determining the cylinder mounting surface area. Once I had done that, I had to decide on the cylinder spacing. Once I had made my decision, I started drawing the cylinder head. Since I will be running the cylinders with the stroke they were designed for, namely 39.2 mm, the decision regarding the combustion chamber domes was very easy. I'm simply using the same domes as MXS uses. However, since I don't have any data for the domes, and I can't get any, I had to reverse engineer it. I don't want to use the original cylinder heads because they were designed for fan cooling, and my engine doesn't have that. Since my engine doesn't have that, I have to massively increase the cooling surface area, so I have to develop my own cylinder heads. I started by determining the upper piston cross-sectional area using the trial and error method. I made around 20 prototypes until I had the finished piston dimensions. I created a drawing in CAD, printed it and compared it to the piston, again and again until I was satisfied. Then came the second part of the dome, this recess area here. I did that in the same way as with the pistons, and after another 20 prototypes I was finally satisfied. It took about a week until I had the dome. After that I had to design all of the individual cooling fins. That was quite difficult as it had to be functional and look good. I experimented a lot with the fins. Which fin cuts which, what angle, how long, what spacing, what thickness, what height. Anyway, I spent a week drawing until I was finished. Since the cylinders aren't the same thickness on both sides, I had the idea to extend the fins on the right side all the way to the cylinder base. I then printed out the heads and I'm happy with them. These aren't the final heads though. I made a few minor changes afterwards, but I'm waiting until the engine is finished before I have the cylinder heads milled. That will be the last thing I add to the engine. I might have to make some small changes. The top end is now almost completely developed. Now comes the next part of the engine, the crankshaft. I've already started on that, or rather I'm currently developing it. Since it's going to be an inline 2-cylinder engine with a billet crankcase, I want to build the crankshaft in principle as the same way as a Banshee crankshaft, but more on that in the next video. For this type of crankshaft I need to be able to split the crankcase horizontally, not vertically like the Derby, and that's why I bought a 31K RD350 or an Banshee engine. The gearbox I'm using, however, is designed for an engine that can be split vertically, not horizontally. And now it gets interesting. How will the engine casing will look like, or rather how it will be split? There are two possibilities. The first option is the crankcase area will be split horizontally and the gearbox area vertically. The three casing parts will then be bolted together. this will work. The other option is to split the engine entirely horizontally, like the Banshee engine, and convert the gearbox to a cassette type gearbox, just like on the Aprilia RSV4. So basically like on this engine. I don't know which of the two options I do. That will become clear naturally. I've already had both engines, the B50 B0 and the 31K engine, CNC measured by my colleague. I made these sketches and drew what he needs to determine the hole coordinates, diameters and depth. I'm now continuing with the crankshaft, and you can see the result in the next video. Until then, stay tuned and see you next time.